In the heart of Los Angeles, California, in the early hours of January 15, 1947, a gruesome discovery was made that would haunt the city for decades to come. The body of a young woman was found in a vacant lot near the Leimert Park neighborhood. She had been brutally murdered and was left in a state of disfigurement so horrific that the press would later dub her the Black Dahlia. The woman found was identified as Elizabeth Short, an aspiring actress originally from Medford, Massachusetts. Elizabeth had moved to Los Angeles in 1946 to chase her dreams of becoming a Hollywood star. She was just 22 years old when she was killed. Her appearance and lifestyle earned her the nickname Black Dahlia. She often wore black clothing and had striking features, with dark hair and fair skin. Elizabeth had a troubled past, marked by a history of relationships with men, many of whom would later become suspects in her murder. But what shocked people the most was how her body was discovered. When Elizabeth's body was found, it had been meticulously severed in half at the waist. Her body was drained of blood, and there were horrific cuts across her mouth, resembling a grotesque smile, a detail that would come to symbolize the case. The body was posed in a way that suggested the killer had taken great care in arranging the scene. Despite the immediate investigation, the LAPD was unable to find any solid leads. The press swarmed the case, and the public was captivated by the gruesome details. The mysterious nature of the crime, combined with Elizabeth's haunting beauty, made the Black Dahlia case one of the most notorious unsolved crimes in American history. The investigation into Elizabeth's murder quickly spiraled out of control. Hundreds of men were questioned, including several who claimed to have been in relationships with her. Some of them became primary suspects, but each lead turned out to be a dead end. The case was further complicated by a series of confessions from men who later recanted their stories, and some individuals who claimed to have been the killer but never provided any concrete evidence. One of the most chilling aspects of the case was the arrival of a mysterious letter that was sent to the Los Angeles Examiner newspaper. The letter, which was cut out of newspaper clippings, contained the words, "Here is Dahlia's stuff. They will never find her." The letter was signed with a cryptic symbol, but it didn't lead to any significant breakthrough in the investigation. Over the years, many theories have emerged about who killed Elizabeth Short, but none have been definitively proven. Some of the most notable suspects include George Hodel, a doctor who was suspected of being involved in the murder after his son, Steve Hodel, published a book claiming his father was the killer. George Hodel was a wealthy, influential man with a history of questionable behavior, but no evidence linked him directly to the crime. Leslie Dillon, a bellboy who became a prime suspect after he was reportedly obsessed with the Black Dahlia case. However, there was never enough evidence to charge him. The LAPD's role. Some conspiracy theorists believe that the police department itself may have had a hand in covering up the truth about the Black Dahlia murder, possibly involving corruption or mishandling of evidence. Despite numerous attempts to crack the case, the Black Dahlia murder remains unsolved. The mystery of who killed Elizabeth Short continues to haunt not only her family, but also those fascinated by true crime. Various books, movies, and documentaries have been made about the case, but the truth behind the brutal murder still eludes justice. Elizabeth Short's death is a grim reminder of how some crimes can leave a city in a perpetual state of uncertainty. Even though her killer was never caught, the Black Dahlia case remains one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries in criminal history.